EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken in at the 1. Spins by. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Stewart on 1st down. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stewart being chased out left. That's complete to John Ross. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Stewart flush to his right. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Wide open receiver, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And give him a gain of 37. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
To throw is Stewart on 1st and 10. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
A second down carry for Ferguson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Throwing on 1st down. Lane. And his first look is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lane. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Stewart now. Throwing on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Ohio! Ohio!
Now Stewart on 1st down. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Hut. Hut.
They'll look to throw again. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ohio. 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 Ohio.
On first down, Ferguson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
He's going to sling this. He's got a man complete. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking to throw. Lane. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Grand 38. Grand 38.
To throw on third down, Lane. And he fires one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Here we go. What? 90.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On the handoff, this is Ferguson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Cardinals! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are in for 6. Charles, that was a heck of a play.
It truly was, because when he made that catch, he had to shake through some people, right? So that play, to me, a highlight film that should be accompanied by bass music, right? I mean, boom, 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 and he finds his way to the end zone. Terrific play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
First down, Lane. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. First and 10, Lane. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Operating from the gun, Lane. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Stewart looking to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Let's go.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Hut!
Stewart from the gun, he'll throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw on 2nd down. Stewart. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Ohio! Ohio!
From the gun, Stewart. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this. He keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Flex round, flex round, flex round, flex round. Punt.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Ohio, Ohio. Cut. Check three. Ohio. Flex round. Punt.
They'll pitch it out to Ferguson. Nifty move. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ohio.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we reach halftime here in Glendale with the Cardinals on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll run it here with Hunt. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
To throw is Stewart. Off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets this away. And look at this. This is a good one. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Lane. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A big play there. 94 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them, because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Stewart now. Off play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Flex round! Flex round! Check. Ohio!
Now Stewart operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Lane. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. It's Hunt, and he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here now come the Falcons. Throwing after the interception, Lane. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to throw. Lane. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Lane. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. A big seam, and he might go all the way. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. And even 60 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Looking to throw. Stewart into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they'll run it here. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. To throw. Lane. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. What? 90.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lane. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Toss play, Ferguson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll hand it off to Ferguson. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Running again, and again it's Ferguson. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. A toss play to Hunt. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Here we go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round! Hut! Hut!
They run again with Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Come on, let's go! What? 90! What? 90! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
They practice
don't
it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure the investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I think that's going to do it. They can't get another play off. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Cardinals, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.